Trump is now exempting semiconductors from higher China tariffs. He says that the exemption is retroactive to April 5th and that duties since April 5th on excluded chips will be reimbursed. So we have now gone from no exemptions on tariffs to refunds on tariffs going back to April 5th to exemptions not being permanent. The result? Markets are incredibly confused ahead of the futures open. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Watch until the end of the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And this is going to be a very quick one. I'm just going to give you a quick market update, a preparation video. I did drop a video earlier on a penny stock, but for this video, I want to show you where the market's going, what's happening coming into the week. We have sort of a chaotic week into the markets, so let's talk about it. First things first, on top of all the tariff stuff, China just called on the United States to completely remove mutual tariffs. So we have tons and tons of confusion, and then we have temporary relief, then we have refunds on tariffs, then we have tariffs in specific categories now, and then now we have Lutnick, I believe, who said China and the U.S. will almost certainly make a deal. He has no doubt about it. China just said that they want the United States to completely remove mutual tariffs. And the reason being is because we talked about it the other day, and it's that China has at least at some point nothing to lose, where US raises, we raise. And the reason they do that is because they can't actually control the tariff that's already put on them. So basically they're saying you need to completely remove the tariff. This shouldn't have happened in the first place. So will Trump cave in? And that's the question. Now, ahead of the futures open, everybody's anticipating a big gap up. I said it yesterday. SPY's likely to go to XXX number, which we're going to talk about in a second. But according to Secretary Lutnick's comments on the temporary nature of the tariff exemptions this morning, there is reportedly significant division inside the White House over commerce. So there's significant division in the White House, meaning people in there are not agreeing on things. And then we also have this major uncertainty with tariffs, just huge economic uncertainty as well as geopolitical tensions. Yet crypto is still sort of in an uptrend. Bitcoin's looking pretty good, 84,525. People were calling that this sell-off were due to Lutnick's comments ahead of the futures open. And in my opinion, I'd rather see it go red tonight, and then most likely it's going to be green tomorrow morning, very green, right? Yes, we got some positive news over the weekend. I assume we're going to see some more positive news on Monday's open, which leads me into the S&P 500. Again, don't take this with everything. Just take this with a grain of salt. I forgot this was on the chart, but what I want to point out is that the S&P 500 has now made higher highs and higher lows, and it's beginning an uptrend. Will it last long? I don't necessarily believe so. I actually think it will fail pretty soon, probably Monday, maybe Tuesday. But what I see is, you can see down here, SPY made a double bottom right around 485. After this double bottom, we have made a higher high 2 times, and then now we have made a higher low 2 times. Coming into this morning, which I believe is going to be the last low of the uptrend, and then we're going to make this high before breaking what you would see as a trend line right here. Okay, so this is what I see happening with the SPY. I see it breaking Monday or Tuesday right through this trend line. Potentially late day Monday, we get some sort of negative catalyst, or maybe Tuesday. Again, I could absolutely be wrong. Everyone's calling for higher. We could be ripping to the moon, but I just don't think so. And we'll get into other reasons why in a second. But as far as where is the SPY going to go, I assume that it will gap fill up to 553 to 555. And then at most, this will get to is, in my opinion, 567.80, but that would be off of pure momentum. We would need to see a lot of strong buying or shorts closing positions, right? We would need to see something like that. Retail is not going to push it up there alone, so that's just the top number I see. But ultimately, we should see a gap fill down to up to 553, and then start getting some rejection signals between 553, 555 to come back down to sub 535. Okay, so that's what I'm watching for tomorrow. We will watch how futures open. Also, if you want to trade futures, I have that link for the top one futures account down below. If you use code LOTTO, you'll get 50% off a live funded account. So that's great. Now, China has offloaded $50 billion in US Treasury bonds and limited further purchase of dollars. Already bad. Meanwhile, an anonymous whale is buying European bonds. We come and we take a look. This week, we have European Central Bank decision on Thursday. They expect to have rates cut by 0.25 BPS. Now, this signals that global central banks could be shifting their monetary policy, which could affect US bond yields and the dollar, which is something that we have to watch for and pay attention for the markets. Could it potentially spark a rally in our market, or could it potentially spark a drop off? Then we have trade tensions and the EU meeting with Trump on Thursday as well. Okay, so we are seeing some sort of correlation, something happening in the background. We also have on Wednesday the retail sales report. Then we have major bank earnings all week. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citigroup, and others, which are going to give us some prime direction as to where the market's going to go. If this first quarter shows that we were in a recession, banks are doing bad, it will spook the markets, especially with bank stocks reporting. Okay, so we're going to want to pay attention to those. Then we have all week as well, we have notable speakers, Harker Bostic, and more all week from the Federal Reserve. Okay, so whatever they say, however they speak it, is going to give the tone, is going to give the catalyst to move these markets one way or the other, which is why I say we have an important whipsaw week. And then Trump says also he will have more information on semiconductors on Monday. So we're going to want to watch some of these stocks to see, is Trump going to end the rally here that we see Monday? Is he going to quickly shut down the Monday rally, or is he going to pump it up even more, right? We saw the great candle on Nvidia. We saw the great candle on Apple, the great setup on Tesla. Is this going to follow through with continuation, or is he going to shut things down once again and confuse these markets? We also have major earnings this week. Shout out to Earnings Whisper on Twitter. We have obviously the banks, but then you have Netflix in here as well, Thursday after close, and then some other decent ones. If you want to screenshot this, feel free to screenshot it. But ultimately, Monday after close, and then Tuesday, Monday after close, we have APLD. I like this one. This is Applied Blockchain. Then we have Biostem Technologies, which is something I covered on this channel, BSEM. But then Tuesday, we have a lot of banks reporting, and then Wednesday as well. So ultimately, here's what I see just based off of this chart and based off of the SPY, based off of where the market's at. We could see that sell-off start actually after hours at night on Tuesday if banks start reporting some disgusting bad earnings, or maybe even Tuesday morning, because we have Bank of America, Citi, Johnson & Johnson, PNC, so on and so on and so on. Last but not least, obviously, GameStop's chart setup is looking absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it wants to break straight up right out of here. Ultimately, we're going to watch for a break over 28.20 on GameStop, in my opinion. So watch the SPY to get rejected around 553, 555. See if GameStop can get over 28.20. I think it can. Last but not least, just a little bit of tin. Roaring Kitty gave us this yesterday. It would be 109 days ago. He gave us this present. Is he going to open this present before 420? Is he going to open it on tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, or is he going to open it tomorrow? Who knows, right? Just a little bit of tin again, a little bit of hype, a little bit of hopium to start the week. Overall, everything looks good. Our positions look good, obviously, except for those SPY puts. But I've given an alert in Discord as to what to watch out for and when we are going to do what we're going to do. So if you're not in my Discord server, that link is in the description down below. We talk stocks and crypto in there. I post my trades as soon as I take them. We have tons of AI alerts that includes option sweep alerts, dark pool trade alerts, insider trade alerts, market news, and more. So it's a one-stop shop. But overall, best people, best vibes. So it's a place to level yourself up and level your trading journey up. And then also you can get that futures account down below, 50% off. And then you can also get free stocks by signing up, depositing, all that good stuff. So check the links in the description of the video if you have 5 minutes of your day to get free money and to level yourself up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your weekend. We had a nice, beautiful weekend. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you spent some time with God. That is what I got for you guys today. And this video should be short, hopefully. But that's a brief update. We got a lot of stuff coming, and we'll see where it takes us. I love you all. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure to have post notifications on. God bless. Lottery stocks out.